we go. Well, there we are. I think that's right. So we're live. We're live. I don't know what the signal is going to be this morning because we're on location this morning at our project with some lovely customers. Barry's been really great. Excuse me a sec. Got one live viewer. That's all we wanted. Well, I'm here this morning. The reason I'm here this morning is because there's a few things that we've got to do. I'm doing I've got a project next week which has been booked in for some time. Good morning, John.
What have you got to ask him?
We love a coffee.
Would you like a cup of coffee?
Yeah. Thank you, Verity. Thank you.
Okay?
Yeah, you okay?
Yeah, I wasn't expecting to see you today.
No, because I wanted to try. I'm live now. No, it's fine. No, it's fine because no, they're over there. They can't see you. Like because Barry knows I always go live, and they find this quite funny. No, she said sorry. So, we've only got 8 live viewers at the moment.
You've got a 4-year-old. This your waitress.
Yeah. Look, our customers down there. I'm not going to show them because it's not fair. But the idea, and I'm going to explain to you now, and I said to Barry, is that obviously we've got 3 trays to go in down here. I can't get them all in because we can't walk on it. So we need to lay a little bit more paving so that we can walk on it later. So I'll talk to you after anyway.
Okay.
No worries.
Thank you.
No. There you go. There we are. Good morning to everyone. 10 live viewers and client there talking to us and yeah. Good morning, Matthew Potter. 11 live viewers. Well, here we are. The reason I'm here this morning is because we're going to be doing some filming next week in Ireland. So we're going to be going over there and doing some filming and all excited about that. There's young Ryan coming around to get some water. Yeah, so just want to say a big thank you to ITS for supporting this live stream. They've got a fantastic sale going on at the moment. Head over to their website. Just check out the website if you're there this morning. And if you're there now, right, just go on, open another page and have a look. They got a fantastic sale on. And if you order before 7 p.m, you'll get your products the next day. There's never been a better time to grab a great deal at the ITS website. Jamie Fours, hit the like button. It helps the algorithm. There you go. So Jamie Fours, I'll have to talk to Jamie because he sounds as if he knows what about the algorithms. We got 1 extra like there. If all these live viewers, George, Jamie, I'm not even quite sure how we actually hit the like button. Day off for me, says Stefan. Justin's there. Hi, Just, how's it going? Beautiful day for once. Good morning, Just. It's really good to see you, and I really need to come and see you and show my appreciation all the times that you've helped me in the past. 6 likes at the moment. Let's get 15 if we can. Let's just show you the project without any further ado. We've talked about all sorts of things. Lots of things going on. I want to show you the saw now. This is the old saw. This is the DX 250 1400. But I've got news for you guys. That's the old saw. We had the new saw down here the other day. But what I've been able to do, I've been able to get Ruby now are going to give away their new DC Expert 1550. That saw that you see that I've got, we're going to give one of those away very shortly. The competition's going to run for a month, or it's going to be a draw. I'm not quite sure what that is. Good morning, Lee. How's it going? Keith Williams, yet another fantastic job by you and the boys, Johnny. Kev, thanks very much. Really appreciate that. We're getting there. We are getting there. So here's your chance now. Over the next month, we're going to be promoting the Ruby DX the DX Expert 1550. It's got a direct drive. It's got a bigger rail. I haven't got it here with me at the moment. Nice change. Love it. Yeah, absolutely. So here's your chance. Look, we've got 10 likes. Let's just get 16 likes at least. Come on. Alex, good morning. Let's see if we can like this feed now. Look, we're live on site. I try not to work a Saturday no more simply because I'm getting older and there's things that I want to do. I want to bring new stuff to you guys and new content on a regular basis. And I just want to say a big thanks to everybody that's commented on everything recently. Got 18 live viewers. just remember, for the ones that have joined, I have to recap as people join at the moment. So what we're on our current location, on our current project now at the moment, simply 14 likes, brilliant, simply because we're away next week filming in Ireland. We're away for a week. Clients here have been absolutely fantastic. They've been brilliant people. I mean, even if there's been an issue about anything, they deal with it in such like professionals and in a nice way, and we have dialogue and we deal with it. And it's such a shame when you see all too often across the country on a regular basis contractors and consumers falling apart, and that happens to the best of us. And sometimes that's just down to personalities, and but you've got to try and keep the dialogue going to achieve an end goal, and it happens. Let's just see if we can get 19 likes. So here we are. Let me just turn around and you can actually see the project. I try not to drop my phone in this case. There we are. This is the project. We've used porcelain planks here and we've laid them at a diagonal. And the reason I laid them at a diagonal is because long and linear shapes look a lot wider, okay, if you lay them at a diagonal. And of course, it gives it the wow factor. Well, I hope so anyway. So what we've got over here, we've got the conservatory here, we've got the house over this side here, but as you can see, we've got this picture frame going all the way around, okay? We've had to make some adjustments on this side of the garden. This isn't part of my quote that I have to do, but what we're going to do, we're going to put these sleepers in here because the ground level is higher on the other side. So as we've built the patio, we've had to introduce some posts. We knew this was going to happen, but we've just been asked to quote for the patio. And it's at those times, contractors sometimes tend to, not they get it wrong, but communication, if it's not in your quote, you just need to talk to them. And I'm not saying toughen up, but you just need to be factual with your quote and what you said that you're going to do in your quote. In this case here, Barry, and he's been absolutely fantastic. So we're going to be doing this and sorting this out for him because we can do. It's not a big job. It's one of those little extras that we can do without a fuss, and it's not going to cost us a lot of time, though we have to dig it out. So here we are, I've explained that. So what we have over here, the patio will run from the house over here, and it will run across, and we've got a fall coming straight into this Eco drainage. Well, it's not Eco, I can't even remember the brand of this at the moment, what this was called, but this one come from Juicens. So what we're going to have to do, we're going to have to install this. We've got a pipe over there, a pipe running down there, but that wall, okay, that wall, we are going to render it, and we're going to put a coping stone on the top. The artificial grass that you can see in the background, that's where our client is installed that himself, so we're able to roll it back. And as you can see, he hasn't got a membrane underneath. Does he need a membrane underneath there, or does he put a membrane underneath his grano dust? Don't know, everybody will have a difference of opinion, and I'm glad that actually come up because some people say that you should be putting it on the substrate, some people say you should be putting it on the grano dust, and some people, let me just get rid of that now, some people say that you just need one membrane. I think if you're putting it on the substrate, there's no going to be no weeds coming through there anyway, and sometimes that is really as a stabilizer for the whole area. You don't necessarily, if the ground is firm, you don't need a stabilizer on the substrate. If you're doing a driveway installation, then I would put a geotextile underlay. There's difference between different membranes and geotextile underlays. I personally just think it needs one membrane, okay, one membrane, and I would put that underneath the grass. But if the ground is unstable, then you would introduce a geotextile underlay. 16 likes, absolutely brilliant. I'm loving this at the moment. So this is where we are. We've got the paving at a diagonal. Look at this. This, I'll tell you now, John Ward says, nice customers who can talk to people instead of talking down to you are a godsend. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Justin says, makes a massive difference having nice customers you can work with, John, as to work for both parties. Yeah, totally. I'll just get rid of that. Sorry, guys. Look, 17 likes, brilliant. 24 live viewers. All right. Now, it may be the case that you may just joined us, but it'd be worth just watching this video at a later date because we have mentioned about the Ruby giveaway. Mark says, good morning, patio looking fantastic. Full day of pricing for natural landscaping. got to catch up and secure that work. Mark, crack on. So important that you get on with it. And Rob Fryer says it's a two-way street, being transparent and honest. And Rob, I promise I will get your blade out to you very, 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 very soon. It's good when I love seeing people having dialogue in here, and that's what this is about. This is about a community. It's 19 likes now, 27 live viewers. You need to watch the video again because we've talked about so much at the moment. The point that you actually picked upon, and yeah, look, listen, I'm not showing this off. Thanks very much for that, Faddy. Really appreciate it. What we were talking about is working with your customer, watching from the North Island, watching from the north of Ireland. Well, just to let you know, bud, we're going to be out in Ireland next week, in Newcastle. I think we're going to go. Hope all is well. Yeah, it is. Looks fantastic. I really admire your work. Well, I really admire that people actually come on here and see what I'm doing. I want to share what I'm doing. Do I make mistakes? Yes, of course I do. I trip up on a regular basis. County Down. Well, we're heading up to Newcastle, I think, bud. So if you want to touch down when we're out there next week, we're going to be there all week, and we're going to be returning there again in the future. Look, this isn't about me, about what I'm doing. It's about sharing what I'm doing, and I just want to share with you guys, and hopefully that we all can improve. It's always difficult when you're on site. You know, you're always worried about if people's listening to you. But look, what we've done here, what we've done on this part, in order to reduce the waste, okay, and down that small alleyway, rather than putting it at a diagonal, what we've done, we've laid it linear, okay? So when you come around the corner here, it looks and appears as if the patio is going in the same direction down here. But when you come down here, what we've done, we've got a picture frame and we've laid it in a linear form just along here, basically just to reduce the waste, okay? That patio is looking good, but the orientation really makes it. Yeah, it does. Yeah, absolutely. And what we've done here, we've got this linear piece coming down here. We've got the picture frame going down. Let me just show you what I've done with the picture frame. Nice layout. Always look at the pattern. Think of the cuts. Yeah, absolutely. Look, John, I want to show you what we've done here. Have a look at this. What we've done with the miters, and that is not a chip. That's just a little bit of sand there. So what we've done, we've cut these round as one. Look at that, as one unit, rather than doing the mitre. I don't know what you actually think of that, and we've done the same here as well. And what I would have liked to have done, so we've got this L shape coming round and round here as well. No mitre on the corner, because I just wanted to do something different. I don't know what you actually think of that, but it works for me. But I really wish that I had done. Speaking of waste, I'm at the tip and loading as I listen. Brilliant, absolutely brilliant. There we go. Do you know, I'm amazed at that. That's brilliant. Is that Rob, is it? Yeah, there he is. Robert Bastley's at the tip. Yeah, and then what we've got here is what I should have done. I've got it straight here, okay, but what I would have liked to have done, I would have liked to have put a point on there like an arrowhead and brought it into there maybe, like I've done on another project. Look, let me just show you down here. Okay, we'll come down here. This is what we're gonna have to do at a later date. This is, it's not bad access. There you are, we're gonna have to pave down here. Personally, I would pave to where the conservatory is, because you can see it through here. And that little area down there is just a utility area. And I personally wouldn't have gone all the way down, you know, but it's up to the client. It's what they want, and that's always do it. Just going to pick up what we call down here. Look at this. You'll be able to see down here. This is Ryan's. He's not here today. This is Ryan's longtail. Okay, here it is. That's his longtail. I don't know if you're watching from County Down now, but this is an Irish longtail. Okay. And saves his back. I'm going to read what people say there. I'm going to go sit down. We'll have a little look around the front and down the side. I want to show you the problems that we've had, not problems, challenges that we've entailed on the other side. Let me just put that over here a sec. It's good to have you guys on site with me, and brilliant. I can share what I'm doing, and hopefully somebody can learn from it. And we just share what we're doing. Down here. There's the two trays, the two access trays that we've put in, and we have another one to do here. And again, we're laying it long linear. And what you find down here, it's very difficult to actually work on a path, because you have to, it's just tough. There's many ways that you can actually do this, but what we're doing, we've got the picture frame in, we've got the planks in, so I'm gonna add a few more now, so that when we come back now, we'll be able to, I might get it finished today, might not, but we'll be able to walk on that and work on the other side, so we'll have access all the way through with the wheelbarrow as well. So there's that part as well. Let me just show you around the front what we've done around the front. Fadi says, could we please hear your expert opinion in patio pedestal system? Manufacturers seem to be pushing for them to encourage DIYers, but there is hardly any really reviews. Now, I don't know, look, there's lots of guys watching this live stream this morning, and I'm glad that you brought that up, because that is a valid point. What do you actually think? Some of you other landscapers on here, like Justin and John that are on here, and all you other guys, you know, what do you actually think of the pedestal system? I think they were brought in originally for rooftop gardens in areas where they were trying to reduce the weight, and but they are happening, and it is out there. For me, when you're walking on it, it sounds a bit sort of tinny and hollowy when you're walking on it. It's a little bit unnatural, and it's a bit of a strange feeling in some respects. But I suppose if you didn't know that you were walking on it, you wouldn't worry about it. But no, that's a good point. It'd be good to, like rooftop gardens, the reason they do that is just to reduce the weight. Let's just have a look around here. Make sure there's no neighbours around. They don't want to hear me. So what we've got around here, there's Ryan working over here. We've got a sheet down, we've got boards down, so everything's staying clean and neat. And then what we've done, this is the reception area that we have over this side. If you look at it, that's what we've done down there. All right. Just want to show you again at a diagonal. Does that make an impact or what? Totally different, doesn't it? Like, you know. Oh, we've got a coffee. We've got a coffee. Let's grab a coffee while we can. Go around the back. Coordinate. Which is mine, young Ryan? This one. Ryan's talking very quietly this morning. Not for me, says Leandy. Wow. Let's have a look at that. Brilliant. Look, let's have a little look again. Let's have a look down there. Honestly, I was talking about that. There we are. That's a little bit different. Do you know the thing is, it's reception areas are a little bit different now. I want to go around the back. I want to talk to you. Kuram, I'm glad you're on, mate. I actually said to Alison this morning, make sure we get those packages, because it is there, mate. Your blade's there. I just haven't had time to do it. Been so busy, totally worn out with a lot of things. Let's just go and sit down back in the garden here now in a moment. I can just have a chat to you and have a drink of this. So there you are. We were talking about Pedalo systems. No, Kuram, I should have got it out to you, mate. It's there, it's yours, it's got your name on there. You will be having your blade. We've got a few more blades to actually give away as well at some point. Look, we've shown the garden. I don't know if I should turn around. I've got nothing to sit on here at the moment, but we're going to give some more blades away. There is the Ruby giveaway. We've got to go back to that now and just remind you, there's a big Ruby, a big machine that Ruby have said they want to give away, and it's just for you guys, okay? Hi, Johnyboy. Is there any way I can call you to discuss? Yeah, look, Henry, no problem at all. My number, write this down now, Henry. Don't do it now because I'm not in the office, but my number is 07795 595 994. There you are. It's out there. If somebody else would just want to write my number down who has it. Time is taken, equality in planning, proper pricing. Customers must look at what they expect from us to deliver the job they deserve. Yeah, absolutely. What are you doing with the sleepers? Rob, what we're going to do there, right? This is just like a little extra, and we knew that our customers had to do something about it, but he was going to do it, but we're going to do it for him. We're just going to put him in between to make sure it's only retaining about 8 inches. It's not a big deal anyway. Always talk to the experts that actually do the work. Retailers will try to sell you stuff. Yeah, absolutely. Do you know, I love it when you guys was on about the pedals. I know, Lee, I know you were on about that, mate. I know. That's fine. I called that number, but someone else answered. Henry, my number, this is for you now. My number is 07795 595 994. If you want to write that down, or if Lee wants to just tap it in for Henry there, so we can actually see, that'd be great. My number is 07795 595 994. Any advice? Horsetail, nightmare. absolutely nightmare. You're gonna have to dig really deep with that. No problem at all, Henry. Just phone me after this live feed when it ends. If you want to give us a ring, you can. That horse, that mare's tail, whatever you want to call it, is an absolute nightmare. You just got to get down and dig it out completely. But what you'll find is that with the mare's tail, what we call it, is that it will come in spores, usually through a water source. So what you've got to try and do is try and stop the water, in some respects, coming down into the garden, and that's what normally drags it through into the garden. I don't know if anybody else has had any experience of that. It'd be interesting to see that. Rob Fire, are you still at the tip, mate? Customers should always not only read the quote but understand it, and if not, please ask. Yeah, absolutely. There you are. Rob said this is what this forum is about. Nick Wild says thank you, no problem at all. You know, I always say to customers is that when I go along and I see them, you must question the quote. Once you receive your quote, when we talk on your project and we're talking about what you're going to have. There we go. We're back. So if you cannot phone me during the live stream, that'd be great, because I'm filming with my phone at the moment. Can't remember where we are. So what I was talking about is so important that when you go and see a customer, and for me, is we get them, I always say to them, question the quote. QQ, question the quote. When they receive the quote, you go through it bit by bit, methodically, and check it out. If you are a consumer, you need to check your quote. If you're not getting a quote or anything in writing, it's not a good thing. We've covered these things many times before, and we need to go over them again, don't we? It's as simple as that. 19 live viewers. I'm so sorry that we had a call come in then and it just froze, and I just lost you for a moment then, so I do apologize for that. Look, we're on site this morning. We do have technical difficulties. If there's anybody that wants to contact me after this live stream, feel free to. It's no problem at all. I'm here, I'm available, I'm here to help. But remember, we've got the Ruby giveaway, and it is for you guys on this channel. If you're watching this at a later date, I'm going to be posting about it. I'm going to be sharing a little video all about it, and we're going to embed that into one of my videos at some time in the future. You know, we've got a new saw, nearly £2,000 worth of saw that we're going to give away only solely for this channel and not for anything else that I'm actually doing on the internet. Can't see the advantages of Pedestal systems. They will are proven and tried and tested. Still stick the way I know. Absolutely, I totally agree with John. I think the thing is, John, I think when they brought when they brought them in initially, I think it was for the rooftop gardens, okay, because it was about the weight. I know in places, look, 20 likes at the moment, absolutely blown away. Thank you guys, thank you, really appreciate it. But I think they brought it in initially, the pedestal system, for those rooftop gardens, but they are using them more in the gardens now, and I know that they are using them in Germany quite a bit. Extra John, give me a price before you agree to it. I did the work last week and then gave a price and the customer didn't want to pay the bill. Was my own fault, was just busy, never do it as I said. There we are. Yeah, it's good what Justin says there. If any of you guys actually read 22 likes, if any of you guys actually no, that's right, Lee, no problem at all, mate. If any of you guys actually read the comments, you learn so much from these guys who are actually on it at the moment. Look, listen, it's a mutual contract between consumer and contractor, and they got to understand that what you put in writing is what you're going to get. That's just out of order, Justin. Yeah, Rob says, yeah. Interesting to listen, Justin. Maybe we get Justin down in the undisclosed location and we'll do a little bit of a podcast with Justin if you fancy that sometime soon, mate. It'd be good to see you down there. It's difficult holding this up there. John Ward, good morning. Yeah, difficult one, isn't it? You know, when that sort of thing happens, clarity is important, isn't it? And even though for me sometimes I really believe that what we're doing is we're honest, we're engaging with our customers, we believe in what we're doing, and if we get it right, we're held accountable. And I've done this so many times, but you still probably get those customers out there that have been an absolute pain, and that you may just have somebody watching this now who has I'm not going to go into it too much, but there you go. Be good to come and see you, John. Yeah, just come down, mate. We'll have a sandwich and then we'll do a podcast and we'll talk about you. We'll talk about what you're doing. Here we usually get an estimate and it goes over people's don't mind paying over as long as the contractor doesn't take. No, I totally agree. Following that, what Johnyboy says to the letter. Yeah, absolutely. Faddy says, Johnyboy, for a DIYer like me, it was tempting at first having to void 2 tons of sub base and 1 ton of concrete mixing. I eventually ended up doing it more than the conventional way. Well, I hope it worked out for you. That's at John Ward. It's interesting to see what people actually say. I love it. Thomas Mack, Johnyboy. Good morning. How's it going? Yeah, happened to me. Yeah, it happens to all of us, and we need to ensure that it doesn't happen again. And I don't know sometimes whether we take our eye off the ball for a moment, and it does happen, right? But try to remain focused in everything you do, and everything you do, you should do it with intent. It's so important. Just go up there now a minute. Just read what Luke says. Hi, Johnny. Boy, how are you? I haven't been able to listen in on Saturdays for a few weeks. Luke, it's good to have you back, mate. Good to have you on here. Stefan says, I try not to give estimates, stick to my quotes. Yeah, absolutely. But whatever you're doing, is you do need some transparency with all of it. Charge extra, do a good job. Good words, good words. You know, what we have to do as contractors, we have to find out where we are. You know, you can charge more if your work is better or if you're delivering something a little bit different. Dan Woods, good morning. Fanny says, Johnyboy, it looks absolutely fantastic. Kudos you every time I have my morning coffee in the garden. Fad, that's a nice thing to say. Thanks very much. Hey guys, what we need to do, whatever we're doing on a daily basis, we need to do it with intent. We need to do it smartly. We need to do it thoughtfully. But whatever we do, we got to care about what we're doing and the people that are around us. We don't want to have an effect, a detrimental effect on them because things are going wrong. Thomas says, Johnyboy, thank you for all your help and your advice. It was truly priceless. The advice you gave us, and stop laying diagonal. Give yourself a rest. Yeah, do you know? Let me look better straight. Look, listen. I'll be totally honest with you guys. You know, I think it's going to be a time now for me where I'm going to have to start doing things a little bit more the other way. You know, and stop. I don't know. You just got to give people what you're thinking, tell them what you're thinking and how you think that it will work and how they will benefit from the job in itself, like, you know. And I've always liked laying things at diagonals. I've always liked meandering shapes, but maybe I'll start laying things a little bit more squarer. One of the things I was going to talk about was, and now we've got 23 live viewers on here at the moment. I should sit down and show you. Look the other way. There we are. And look into the sun. There we go. So what I was going to say is, laying unbounded products, so like screeded products, okay? What do you actually think of, like the old driveways? Plenty of slabs. There's a lot of companies out there that lay slabs because they're nice and thick, and you can lay them on a sharp sand, a compacted sharp sand, and you can use that brush-in palmeric sand that you actually put into it. I think it's good. I don't think it's a bad thing, but I want to know what you actually think. Cutting diagonals mean you won't have full-length cuts. Will be easier for people with smaller saws. Yeah, absolutely. Hey, look, it's just good to share. This is what I've said on a number of occasions. We got to show what we're doing and how we get around it. What we actually done on this side, okay, before the fence went up, we overlaid, and then what we done, we put the rail saw on there, and we used the TC125, the little Ruby, that little plunge saw, water suppressant. That was an absolute fantastic saw. We had a fantastic cut. It went all the way through, and it went through like butter. It really, really did. Look, I'm going to start sharing a lot more what I've been doing just recently, simply because when you're working, you know, it's tough, it's hard. You're in the dust. You've got to think of. You've got to make progress. You've got to make some progress, whatever you do. But it's got to be good progress. So it's been tough on me lately to try and get content out there. I've got a few videos that I can actually put up and make and put it out there. Using my TC125 today. Cracking piece of kit, says Dan Woods. Yeah, absolutely. John Ward says, wheeler dealer clients are out there telling you how to do and what price they expect. So I'm so lucky to avoid them. Yeah, absolutely. Look, it goes back to that all the time. Like, but what we haven't got to do on this channel, we haven't got to see this as a war with our clients, okay? And as with the consumer, we've got to be seen as we got to work with them on a daily basis. Shane Wright says, sorry, Johnny Boy, what disc do you use on a grinder to cut the tiles? Lee Andy says, you got your sunscreen on today. Yeah, I have. No, I haven't. I haven't got on yet because we haven't really done much yet. Like, to be honest, I bought that new grinder that I use, that little Makita. That's been absolutely unbelievable. Now, what I'm going to say to you, right, and I'll be totally honest with you, right, there are many different types of blades out there, many different. John Ward will tell you, Justin will tell you, a lot of guys, professional guys on here will tell you, there's lots of blades out there. Some of them are overpriced, some of them shouldn't even be out there. But you've got to find something middle of the road. I have to say, Elite Stone Tool Supplies, their blades are good. And I'm about to use the one from Vaunt. They have a product that it looks good. It's a super thin mesh. And I'm going to be putting it in that little grinder, that little DGR, I think it is, grinder. It's the 40 volts, 2.25 amps batteries in it. Client 20 years ago building my extension, but more from that job has ended up married to his sister-in-law. Oh, brilliant. I just love what Lee said there, that Rob said. That was absolutely brilliant. It's good to hear people's stories. Got the clients, there he goes, he's out there at the moment. Look, listen guys, it's not good now. It's not a good time. I have had permission to sort of do this live feed, but yeah, some good blades out there. And the blade we were using, so I was saying that we were using the TC125 for the overlay on the straight cut. It's absolutely fantastic. And that little Makita was absolutely a dream. It went through like butter. I mean, it was absolutely brilliant. It's done cuts I never thought it can actually do. Incredible. Look, this is it. This is the end of the live stream now because I've got to get back to work and I've got to get home. Rob Fry, he's brilliant. I love it. Look, listen, don't forget, thank you, nice work, people. Use, and I need to cut some tiles myself. Shane Wright. Look, plenty of guys on here. If you want to communicate with these people, I'm sure that they will speak to you anytime. Any chance you know what I can use for creating curve path for laying concrete garden path needs? Well, look, Rob, are you using porcelain? Rob, no problem at all. Are you using porcelain or are you using sandstone? I would still use one of those little small grinders to create curves, and you'd be surprised. You're not meant to, okay? If the curve's too tight, you're not meant to. Look, that's it. I got to close the live stream. Love you, love all you guys for joining, all your lovely comments, and thank you for joining me for this live stream this morning. As you can tell, this morning I'm a little bit out of my place this morning because I've got neighbours either side, people looking and listening to what I'm talking about. That's a free one, John Ward. Enjoy the live stream. Thank you very much, Sheila Thompson. No, thank you. Look, that's it. Live stream over. Have a great day. Stay in touch, and I'll see you soon. All the best.